Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Happy Juneteenth Eve, y'all. Let's stream. I'm home. I'm home. Happy to be home, but sad at the same time. Happy to be in my space, right? That bed on the ship was horrible. It was horrible. It was like, I don't know, lumpy or something. It was horrible on my back. I'm old too, so I'm like, well, at least I don't have to worry about that waking up in pain. I miss the beach, of course. I miss the Caribbean always. I even miss Miami. It was actually a very nice, little bit humid day out there. But it is what it is. It's time to worry about getting back to reality. At least tomorrow is a holiday. Shout out to Juneteenth. So got the day off. Got to get back to the gym because this stomach is not looking the same, child. It is not looking the same. I got to get back to it. So birthday time is over. It's time to get back to it. It's time to do the right thing and get my mind right and sit up here and let's have some laughs tonight because I'm tired of hearing people argue on panels. I'm tired of hearing about this criminal, that criminal, this hybristophilia person, that one. Somebody didn't took somebody out. Crime is down. Carmelo, Metcalf, Jeff. I'm over it all for tonight anyway. So tonight, going into Juneteenth, we can sit up here and have some laughs, listening to these heifers and this tonight's conversation. So, y'all don't have the night off? Y'all don't have the day off tomorrow? The only thing I'm mad about is that I know they did an early out today and I wasn't there, but that's okay because I was in Miami, so it's all good. I'd rather be there than to be at work for a couple hours early out. So it's all good. It's all good. Back to normal next week. Back to normal next week. Well, quote unquote, what's considered normal. Got to work on changing all that. So I'm rejuvenated. I'm refocused. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be alive. Happy to be healthy. Happy for all the opportunities. I'm good. Okay. And hopefully you all are as well. Shout out to y'all for being here. If you're on replay, that's all good in the hood as well. Yo, y'all make sure you go watch that video that BT put together. It was actually very, very, very good video. Diet Coke and Sprite, or is it Diet Sprite and Coke? Something like that. Anyway, very good content creator. Going over this mass social media and how everybody's being manipulated, which I would agree. I definitely agree. So check that out. Anyway, we're gonna do some tonight's conversations, of course, because why not? If that don't make us laugh, then nothing will. I'm not gonna rant tonight. First of all, I'm tired, and second of all, I'm in too good of a mood. I'm not gonna be ranting about these heifers. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? But first, I got to go over to Instagram because I saw an update over here about one of our previous stories. Let me go ahead and bring up IG. What's this girl's name? Ashley Robinson. So we all know that Ashley is deceased, self-inflicted over there in Africa, allegedly. That's what they said. They ruled her death self-deletion, if you all missed that. This is the lady who was the social media influencer. She had her white man. And then it got engaged over there on whatever birthday it was. And then 2 to 3 days later, she was up on out here. Everybody thought it was Joe that did it. Ended up being it was allegedly a self-deletion. The mama and the daddy, was over here trying to get over there to find out what was going on. I ain't heard nothing since until today. So shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. They said fiance of influencer Ashley Janae says her alleged self-deletion was triggered after he called off their engagement. Now, when in the holy hell did he call off the engagement when they was only engaged while they was in Africa for about 3 days? When did he call off the engagement, child? These people be lying. Child, these people be lying. It was probably a damn stunt to damn begin with. He said he releases alleged final messages saying, "Don't let anyone I didn't like carry my casket." shares photos of her panic attacks and alleged texts sent to her mother about previous self-deletion threats. So in other words, Biatches is crazy, like I said. Now listen, rest in peace to that child. It is what it is. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing from none of you heifers. You know what Claudia says. Time tonight, but let me rewind it. You heard Claudia now. I'm
going to say this, and people can be mad at me if they want to. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you. Mm-hmm. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you. I think just because someone passes on, it doesn't mean we just, now we can't say anything negative or honest about you.
So we're going to be honest. We're going to be honest with all these daggone people. So first of all, we already knew it was a social media type of relationship anyway. It was all contrived and performative, and no one has ever asked who the hell the photographer was, who the videographer was, and see what they had to say. Am I the only one that be thinking of shit like this? Child, they just gonna forget all that, right? I'm pretty sure that they can elaborate on a lot of things one way or the other, but I digress. Neighborhood Talk writes, neighbors, the fiance of influencer Ashley Janae, continued to speak out months after her death in Zanzibar. According to Joe, he recently sat down for an extensive interview and released text messages, photos, and videos from their relationship after facing accusations and online rumors suggesting he may have been involved in Ashley's death. McCann claims Ashley's mental health had declined in the weeks leading up to her passing and alleged that the situation escalated after he called off their engagement during a heated argument while the couple was visiting Zanzibar. That's what the argument was about, y'all. Puzzle pieces placed together. That's why they were screaming and had to be separated. The plot thickens. Remember, the neighbors was calling their names and not for a good reason. And they said something just ain't right. And then they had to put him down in 65 while she was in 24. And so now she was all upset. Maybe that's why she did want the person who gave her the phone jack to come back to hopefully save her in time, so that then maybe allegedly Joe would feel bad and come and be beside her and change his mind about calling off the engagement. This is all speculation. However, the part about the breakup makes sense as to why she would wild out, and it would be a wild ass conversation. Because listen, y'all, she wouldn't be able to have this as a social media influencer where she's influencing everyone and showing them that you can have a white man too, and you could be in Zanzibar too, and you could have Nala there for you too. If she then had to turn around less than a week later to say, "No, we're not engaged," do you know what that would do to her reputation online? Y'all. Wow. T-Brew, I said this whole thing was basically fake anyway. All this is just performance for the internet. So if you're that, this is why I said there needs to be social media anonymous. These people are crazy, you heard? People that take the internet this daggone seriously and have to worry about what the internet sees and what they know and how they feel if they find out. This is a thing. She was probably making lots of money from this. And on the strength of also having a white man, which I'm sure she had plenty of black women from that. Let's be honest, right? Then she got the opportunity to not only be engaged, but be engaged in Africa in that way. And the cameras happened to be rolling. The tiger Nyla was there, all that. And then 3 days later, y'all wilding so much so that the neighbors had to call somebody to come see about y'all. Yeah, because she would have been embarrassed. She would have been embarrassed after all that performance, after all that money, after all putting all that together, and now to have to say, no, we're not going to get married. Yo, people are wilding. Now, this is all speculation on my part, but this information actually makes sense if you ask me. So it would be better to just be on up out of here than to go ahead and face the music and just say, yeah, shit ain't work out. It don't always work out. Child, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So, what was she, 20 some odd years old? Gone because of what allegedly it might look like to her fans, quote unquote. Wow. Wow. Yo, I'm sorry, but that makes sense. I'm sorry, but that makes so much sense now. According to McCann, Ashley became upset after the engagement was called off and allegedly damaged property inside their villa. He also released photos and videos that he says show previous incidents, including panic attacks, emotional outbursts, and moments where she allegedly threw his clothes into the street. This is a far cry from what it is that she was showing on her channels and everything, isn't it? He also released what he claims were Ashley's final messages sent on the night of her death. Among the messages were statements allegedly reading, "Don't let anyone I didn't like carry my casket. No attempt this time. And goodbye, Joe." Can you imagine living with that, though? Can you imagine having to deal with a person like that on a regular basis, a daily basis? If you go and you say something that they don't like or they don't particularly care for, then they're going to turn around and start threatening you and threatening themselves. And then if you have kids, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. McCann says he later became concerned after receiving the messages and attempted to contact Ashley multiple times. He claims he eventually entered her villa after she stopped responding and found her unresponsive. Authorities in Zanzibar ultimately ruled Ashley's death a self-deletion. According to reports, her cause of death was determined to be cerebral hypoxia caused by strangulation and suffocation, child. This is crazy. So let's see what the stars have to say. We have to start listening to facts and stop with these conspiracy theories. I, for one, was guilty of that, but I believe him. And the parents knew about her history and still tried to get us to ruin this man. Wow, lo and behold, the stars are on Joe's side. Are you kidding me right now? They're on Joe's side? Y'all need to realize not everyone who happy and living on social media is really like that in real life. Who's she talking to? The people in the comments? It'd be the happiest people committing self-deletion. Y'all just don't want to believe him because he's white. Oh, no. They're going to believe Joe. Are you kidding me? Now, if it was you, Sassy Straits, do you think that you would be getting this kind of understanding? What I need from you is understanding. Do you think that y'all would be getting this understanding? And no shade, if I know that I'm innocent and I'm being accused of something, I'm showing our personal conversation receipts or whatever. Unfortunately, I got to prove my innocence and certain things may come out. I got to fight every night to prove my love. Y'all ain't shit, Sassy Straits, the Blacks. In this case, I have only one question. Why did he not sponsor bringing her body back and her parents had to raise a GoFundMe to do it? I don't believe they ever went to Africa. So my question is, where does the money reside? Where'd that money go? If I'm not mistaken, they had to send the body back. They never said that they went out there. They never said that they talked to anybody. They never said that they visited anybody. So what was the money for? Where did it go? What was going on? This one says, stay silent. He did it. Talk and defend himself. He still did it. Y'all do not let up. Oh, this person is saying that it's still his fault. This one says, I believe that man. This one says, I believe him. This one says she was depressed after she found out she couldn't have children. She thought he was going to leave her. Oh, now it's poor Ashley. Look at all these excuses. Wow. Let's see what else this has. So this is allegedly her. It says McCann said their relationship soon grew turbulent and chaotic, marked by Robinson's aggressive mood swings and emotional outbursts that he says appeared out of the blue. No, I think that's racist. I don't like it. Oh, child. He shared images of her outbursts this week, including moments where she flung his clothes across the street and walked into traffic during a panic attack. Y'all, what the fuck is this? Y'all, look at this shit. She is in the middle of a freaking highway. It looks like this looks like it could be California. You never know. You be coming around some of them curves depending on where you live at in California, and it'd be a semi truck coming and knocking your ass into the damn next life. Now, this shit is not funny. He's standing in the middle. What is this? This looks like a scene from a movie. What the hell? Alleged messages he sent to her mother. Your voicemail's full. Any changes? Hospital visit. That's the mom talking to Joe. Joe says she's asleep and fine. I'm checking on her and she's just resting. Vitals are normal. So this is April, maybe April this year. I don't know. Over here, she says, thank you. You're checking her vitals. He says, as best I can, her breathing and pulse. I'm truly sorry. This has to be terrifying for you, but please know I'm doing what I can to care for her. Her pulse is fine. Breathing is fine. She may have embellished the truth on how many doses of my medication she took, but I'm operating as if she took it operating as if she is being honest, I guess. So she over there taking his medicine in order to self-delete. Lord help your people. The mom said, I hope she did embellish. He says, her behavior is similar to what I experienced when we were on our snowboard trip a few weeks ago. Something minor between us set her off, and it got to a point of her sharing things with me I was unaware of as her prior self-deletion attempts when she was a teenager. So the mama and the daddy was not telling the truth, it sounds like, Bueller. They said she was so happy and she was getting everything that she ever wanted when she was over there in Africa. But nobody wanted to talk about this self-deletion stuff. The mom and the daddy didn't want to tell us about none of that. Now, did they? Got people out here feeling sorry, donating money, giving the GoFundMe, carrying on, sharing the story, talking to it, and don't even give all the information because don't nobody want their little babies to look bad or their people and all that type of stuff. Child, this is why I don't have time. I have nothing to give. Okay, I have nothing to give. I'm not even going to get into the Ringo video I saw earlier where he talking about Melanie King, but that's a whole different live stream. That is an interesting live stream. There's a lot of grifting going on around here, y'all. Now, I'm not saying Melanie is grifting. I'm not saying she's not grifting, but I'm just saying there's a lot of grifting going on lately on this here YouTube. Wow. That's crazy. This is wild. Well, we already knew it was performative, this bullshit anyway. The social media stuff, these people really do live in their own reality. We already know there's plenty of people that do. Wow. Anyway. Moving on, child. Moving on. Let me just take you over here real quick to this ass, like literally. Because you gentlemen try to act like I don't be showing y'all shit you want to see. All right? There you go. Oh, did you want me to read the caption? It says, her boyfriend and baby daddy fought over her. Now one is in prison and one is resting in peace. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for dinner. This is the toxicity that y'all like. This the toxicity that y'all like.
Minutes at 375, at 375, at 370. Air fried burgers. 10 to 15 minutes at 375, at 375, at 370. Air fried.
Y'all still over here messing with her, and that's how y'all be talking about, oh, crazy OPP is the best OPP. Yeah, she crazy, but that's gonna be different with me. All right, that's why these people act the way they do. It's y'all's fault, you sassy straights, and I'm serious. The crazier she is, the better the OPP. Where have I heard that before? All right, whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If that should come to pass, that's what I would have to say. But anyway, so that was for y'all, because y'all know daggone well that y'all will take that crazy girl. That's not crazy, that's dumb. Y'all will take her. Y'all will take her. Say I'm lying. She got ass though, right? That's what matters, right? Anyway. All right, let's get to tonight's conversation, because child, we gotta find something to laugh about. Happy Juneteenth Eve to y'all. If you're not off tomorrow, sorry for your luck. I am, so I got time today. This one says, I've never came. He's not good in bed. Oh no. Y'all ain't ish. Now let's listen to it.
If you're dating someone and you realize you wouldn't marry them, even though it's only been a few months, is it wrong to keep dating them? If you believe it'll end at some point anyway, does that mean that I'm using them for fun in the moment?
Just real quick before we, like, how important is marriage to you? I just want to get that.
It's an absolute. But I just finished college, and I know that right now I'm not focused on being married at this moment, and I keep thinking maybe he'll change or be better.
Wait. So it sounds like what? Girl, hold on. What am I missing? Hold on. Sorry, y'all.
Is it wrong to keep dating them? If you believe it'll end at some point anyway, does that mean that I'm using them for fun in the moment?
Yes, you're using them. If you know it's not going to end up anywhere and you want to get married, what are you seeing them for? Move on. What are we talking about?
Just real quick before we, like, how important is marriage to you? I just want to get that.
It's an absolute. But I just finished college, and I know that right now I'm not focused on being married at this moment, and I keep thinking maybe he'll change or be better.
Do you hear yourself, right?
And like I said, toxic niggas are gonna always win because of situations like this right here.
So we up. I mean they up. Toxic niggas are up.
So his dick's good, basically. The dick's good.
It's been disappointing.
What the fuck are we doing? Now come here. What are we doing?
Oh no, he can't even lay it down. Girl, what are you staying for? Now, I was thinking that may be what it is. But child, if that's not it, that's always usually a reason when it don't make sense. That ain't even the reason. What are you hanging out there for? She's crazy.
What the fuck is we doing? What the fuck are we doing here?
You like holding his hand? What
are we doing? We got to make some better choices.
It's been disappointing.
We have to make better choices. Ladies, fellas, I'm gonna say this to you, fellas.
Can he cook?
It's hold on. Can I talk to the fellas real quick?
He can sometimes.
Now, okay, can he eat coochie? Can he eat coochie?
I've never came.
Oh, never.
He's a really nice guy.
Never in life, or never just with him?
Never.
Never in life?
In life.
Oh.
Thank you for your question.
Oh.
Like I said, if women were headed toward great men, we wouldn't be sitting.
Hold on.
And life is crazy.
So is the camera? So you never had the We've never done this.
No.
It got to be classes for this. Is there like classes?
College didn't teach me.
College? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, 20. You got some time. You gonna
All right, she's 23. So y'all think it's because of money. That could be. I never thought about that. Where's my head? All right. It could be that.
Not a good ass nigga to know what he doing. You got some time. I thought you got some time.
What are the perks?
23.
What are the perks?
So what do you like about him?
What are the perks?
You know what I'm saying is, if she had said I've never came and she's 37, but I've never came. I'm 23. I've been messing with these young ass niggas that don't know what they doing.
He's 32.
Oh shit, this is worse. Oh shit.
Is that old? He's 32. Is that old? I'm confused. Is that he's 32 and she's 23? I don't think that's too far out of the realm of possibility. But why are you wasting your time? I don't get it. Thank you, boo. He said it's such an absolute, so much so that she not focusing on marriage. She said she wanted to get married. She said she wanted to get married. But maybe he'll change. As soon as she says maybe he'll change, she losing. She 23 wasting time. Girl.
I'm flailing. I'm flailing. Ring the whistle. I'm flailing. Flag on the play.
A 32-year-old man that cannot make you come will never make you come. That nigga don't know what he's doing. Oh, no, hold on, time out.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me. I disagree. It took me to about 33 to learn how to eat coochie right. Stay with that nigga. It's not as easy as
What are
people
the
make it to
perks?
believe.
What are the perks? What are the perks?
Hey, one more year, he gonna hit his cum puberty, so you'll be that. It's real soon.
All right, but listen, the thing is, now that I know your age, you're talking about your 23. Here's some serious advice for you. At that age, everybody look to your left, right, say, shh. What I want you to value is your time. Because that's something that you can't get back. And the less of it you have, the more you look back on how you wasted it. And so what I want you to do is say,
Yeah, I do agree with that, girl. Yeah, out here wasting your time and shit, trying to wait for somebody to get it together. I didn't say that he was old. Me personally, I just didn't think that was some great age gap. I don't find a problem with it, but that's just me. Listen, I don't know if he don't know what he doing or she don't know what she doing, but one of them don't know what they doing. So I don't understand what the hell it is that the lure is. Maybe it's money. Maybe she just don't. I don't even think that's it. I just think she's just dumb. That's all. Not dumb like in you're just dumb. Dumb as she don't know what the hell she's doing because she's 23. None of this makes sense. Thank God she ain't pregnant though.
If I know at this moment, this person doesn't have potential. At this moment, this person is not showing what I need to see. You can pivot, go somewhere else. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you this. There are so many women in this building today that have children from a sexual act that didn't make them orgasm. Think about that shit. Hold on, no, I'm sorry.
I don't have any
Hold on, no,
kids.
hold on, time out. You got pregnant without no nut. And listen, they looking at me like, yeah. So I want you to make better choices with your time and your energy and your effort, okay? Cool? Anybody else got some advice?
Yes, absolutely. So I feel like the original question, she said basically, is it selfish if she knows that this is not the person that she's gonna marry? Now all of the men up here sounded off because they don't understand women being able to date in their autonomy, okay? Women being able to say, hey, maybe he's not my husband, but I'm having a good time. Maybe he's not. This is why I said, what is the benefit of him? Why are you dating him and for what? I think you said he was 32 and you're 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to that. She did say that, but she also said she's going to wait for him to change. There's no way he's 32. He's not going to change much more. He's who he is. That's it. That's all. So what the fuck is she waiting for?
So that's basically a 10-year difference, right? And so I'm asking you, what is the benefit? Because you're asking, is it selfish to continue dating him when you feel like he's not your husband? And men who all sounded off on this damn panel, they have an issue with women being able to be in their bag and date because they want to. Date because they say, hey, I'm having a good time with it.
We didn't hear anything about anybody being in their bag. Did she hear the same question I heard? Did I hear the question wrong? The girl wants to know whether she should continue with him, hoping that he changes. That's different than just being out there and being a hoe, which is what I feel like this woman is saying. Am I hearing her right? She wants to get married. She wants to have a relationship. She with a person that's not doing anything for her. While she over here talking about what are the perks? What are the perks? What are the perks? She never answered that damn question. Because there aren't any. You're wasting your time. They're right. Stop wasting your time. This bitch sitting up here telling her, date them all, sis. I can hear it. That's what's coming. Date them all, sis. She's 23 years old. If she's looking for a particular relationship, she need to go and seek it the F out. She over here about to say, date them all, sis.
This man, date when saying that I'm not into marriage. You're 23 years old. We shouldn't even be talking about marriage. We're not talking about marriage.
Exactly. What I say. This woman is telling that girl, that woman ain't married, mind you, is telling this young woman who wants to be married that she shouldn't be talking about marriage. And people go to these people for advice. Who the hell is that fat-legged bitch to be telling her that she shouldn't be thinking about marriage? This is what happens when you go listen to non-credentialed people. This is what happens when you go listen to non-married people. This is crazy. This is crazy. Ruining her right in front of her face. Where's Kitty? She got something to say?
23 years old, and so you should be able to hold on. You should be able to say, I'm dating this man for this reason and this benefit, and this is what I want to do. But it's a hard concept, okay? It's a hard
You hear her, right?
concept for people to understand.
Look at this little girl, y'all. Come on now. This little girl is not like the others. This little girl right here, and I know she's 23, but look at her. Come on, y'all. She not like the others, the typicals, the normals, the Kim Kardashian trying to look at people. This is a person who probably is a little bit more homelier. No shade. I don't think she going out every night. I don't think she going to the club trying to get in for free. I don't think she doing bottles in VIP. I don't think that she's working behind the bar. Girl just got out of college and now she wants to probably be a doctor or something, and she want to get married. What is wrong with that? The problem is you go listen to fat bitches like this. Sorry, y'all. Let me calm down. You go listen to greasy-legged people like her, and then she gonna put you on that feminism time and talk about you hoe is life. Date them all, sis. You too young to be thinking about marriage. Jamal said that he was married by 23. I either was married by 23 or had the kid by 23. Was married 22 and had the kid, or had to get at 22, married by 23. And this big greasy legged heifer is telling this 23-year-old you shouldn't be thinking about marriage. If that's what she's thinking, then that's what she should be thinking. But instead of thinking, oh yeah, good for you, you shouldn't, if you don't think that this is the man, then move on. Don't waste your time, because time is valuable. Just like Ace said, I believe that for sure. And you want to make sure that you get the man, since you want to be married and you don't want to wait until you 30, 35, 40, 50. Child, keep on listening to these heifers. They're not even married. Go take that question to Maggie or Luke Hazley. Go take that question to Maggie or Luke Hazley. Wow. Ruining one woman at a time, because women love to keep women single. Ain't no sisterhood. If I'm gonna be miserable, you gonna be miserable. If I'm gonna be single, you gonna be single. You too young, sis, to be thinking about marriage. What kind of thing is that to say? That is straight sabotage. That is straight sabotage. Wow. OMG. Shout out to RB, and I appreciate you. He says she don't want to be married. She said marriage is an absolute. The next sentence she said she not focusing on marriage. This young woman is confused. Of course she's confused. She's 23. And it doesn't make sense to go to these people to get some damn advice from, especially the non-married greasy leg bitch. She I don't know about all that absolute. She wants to be married. She wouldn't have brought it up if she didn't want to be. I don't care about all that other nonsense. She said it. That's what she wants. The problem is that she thinks that she needs to hold, my opinion, she needs to hold on to this man because it's the man that she has. And she thinks that she wants to be married so bad that she's going to hold on to this one. She probably thinks she don't have no other options. No shade. It's not like she's average looking. No offense. She average looking. She probably thinks this is her last chance. And she needs to know it's not. He's not going to change. Who he is who he is. So if it's not what you want it to be, then you need to move around and go find somebody else. And stop wasting your time with this one. And don't listen to shiny legs. This is crazy. Wow. In real time. Showing how women keep women single.
And hence you just saw everybody fire out and said, what you gonna do with your time? What you gonna do? I'm a ball out, okay? I'm a ball out because that's what I want to do.
No.
I'm balling out because I said.
What the hell does balling out mean? Anybody, Bueller? Is that code for a hoe phase?
I wanted to date this man, and he don't have to be my husband. He don't have to be the love of my life. This is somebody that I want to date, and I can be responsible with my time, and he not be my husband.
I think
Mama,
she's
whoa, Mama, can I?
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The problem is, I think baby girl is in the middle of a fork in her road that a lot of women have either come through or about to go through, and that's the choice between: am I going to be a transactional woman or am I going to date to find my kink? And it is
exactly the voice of reason. The Neanderthal is the voice of reason. It is okay that she might be confused at 23, but she wants to be married. Listen to me when I tell you: you either know you want to be married or you don't. She mentioned it. She does. I don't care what nobody says. I don't give a damn about them filler words. I'm telling you. I said it myself. I knew I was the marrying kind. So that's what the fuck I did. If I wanted to be a hoe, then I would have went and been a hoe and would have put it off because I would have been more, if I was more interested in my career, trust me when I tell you, I would have been more interested in my career and would have went and did that shit. I did not. That's not where I was going. That's not where I wanted to be. Same with her. Wow. How the hell do you get that, Alex? The woman is talking about trying to be married. She's seeing one man. Or unless you're talking about the heifer with the fat legs, with the greasy legs. That girl up there at the microphone is not a hoe. Y'all need to stop this. Just stop this. Thank you, Boo. There will be no grease leg slander. Oh, there's absolutely greasy leg slander because she don't make no sense. She wants that girl to be a hoe, probably like she was. That's why her ass is up there unmarried, unbetrothed, or whatever the fuck the word is. Child, these bitches ain't shit. And these people go to the wrong people all the damn time. That's crazy. I can't. Women say one thing, then mean another. Alex, please go on somewhere. Just stop.
It is a fundamentally dangerous game that you play when you start entertaining the idea of experiences and opportunities with individuals that you know are not meant for you. Because you're going to get down that road and you're going to get better at identifying people to provide you quality experiences.
Because every woman is looking to be a wife.
And then it's a dangerous slope that you have to play. If you have love in your heart at 23, the first thing I would ask you to do is take inventory of that. Because a lot of young women are programmed into marriage that don't belong there.
No, wait.
Exactly.
But no, they're programmed into whoredom with a person that's unbetrothed and greasy legs.
If that's what's on your spirit, then I'm going to encourage you to maintain that discipline, because there's a lot of women in this room and that watch these podcasts that desire love, but entertain these opportunities, and next thing you know, your 20s and your 30s are gone.
Okay, hold on.
Exactly. That's the fucking point. Does no one ever learn? Clearly, no one ever learns. Clearly, no one ever fucking learns. And no one seems to be able to articulate anything new other than, I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about these bitches. Except for be a hoe. Just be a hoe. You'll be fine. All women don't desire to be married. Bitch, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? This one does. This one does, or she wouldn't have mentioned it. Oh my God, I can't do this. I'm about to shut it down already because now I'm pissed.
Kitty, did you have something real quick?
I just have, if I have to make this point, baby. You said you do want to be a wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So all this bullshit about she saying one thing means something else and she wants to be a whore, she wouldn't have said it if that's not what she wanted. The bitches don't say it, y'all have a fit. They say it, y'all have a fit. Y'all need to just go on somewhere and just admit the fact that you hate women. Just go ahead and admit the fact that you hate women, because you too busy, or somebody didn't hurt you so damn bad. Y'all need to go get some therapy. If you think that every single time somebody says something, it means something different. I'm sitting here fucking telling you what the fuck it is. I know bitches. I don't care what nobody says. That girl is not out here hoeing. That girl ain't out here lying. Look at her. That heifer over there with the one in jail and the one dead, that's a different story. That's not even who this girl is. Look at her. She don't look like Kitty. She don't look like that other girl. Hell, she barely looked like Iyanla when she was younger. No shade, Iyanla. She ain't even spider's makeup and weave looking type of girl. She's 23. She's figuring it the fuck out. Finally, one that's doing it the right way. This bitch want to ruin her. This bitch want her to be like her. This bitch probably want to take her out for a fucking makeover like Kendra Gilliams did to that one girl because she just want to help. It was on her heart and her spirit. Yeah, she probably want to grease her fucking legs up so she can sit up there and look like a whore so that she can date them all, sis. Date them all, sis. You too young to be thinking about marriage. Bitch, you too old to be giving out this dumbass advice. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot. This is only the first fucking one.
Do I have any other people in the audience who want to be a wife? I'm
well, that ain't half of the room.
going to have a deep conversation with y'all right now, okay? And I'm going to try not to go too deep. You have to prepare yourself to be a wife. If you want to get into your Ruth era, you have to get out of your Jezebel era. Let me say this real quick. I'm going to be biblically sound for just a minute. You're not a believer, cover your ears. If you want to get into that space of really being a virtuous woman, the behaviors that you have, even in dealing with somebody, should be leading that person closer to God. But if you are playing with a person and toying with a person's emotions, if you all are not even equally yoked, you all don't even have the same value or the same desire or the same purpose, leave them alone.
Well, through all the gobbledygook, I agree with her. If you're not on the same trajectory, then why are you bothering? If he's going to Mars and you going to Venus, what the fuck is the point? You're not on the same path, so you're going to argue it. You're going to force a relationship that's not conducive to one another. That don't make sense. Oh my God.
Because if you are to prepare yourself for a wife, then you can't be making foolish decisions. That's all Proverbs, baby. You got to get into your word, honey. I understand. I know it's always a fun time to say, hey, let's do this. Let's date.
She always trying to bring people to the Lord. There's no shade against the Lord, but she didn't mention that. Can she just give the daggone advice, please? Lord.
I encourage you to truly start working on yourself, working on your faith, working on your insides. I said just yesterday, the Bible tells us to adorn ourselves. That means on the inside of us, I'm not talking about the physical and what you have in your clothes and your status. On the inside of you, where will he be able to find and see God in you? Because that's what a man is supposed to be able to find when he finds his wife. Baby, I understand you young, and I know people always tell you enjoy your youth, and you absolutely should, but be wise in your youth as well.
He told me that he was a believer, and then recently he said he was an atheist.
Let me tell you something. If a person...
Girl, leave that man alone. He ain't gonna change. Move the fuck on. They don't want me on this show. They don't want me on this show. Girl, move the fuck on, okay? That ain't your man, child. That ain't your man. Move on. He ain't gonna change. He's the same. He the same. So... how many countries you been to be making this assessment? Because you're really irking me tonight. How many? Name them. How many countries you been to since you know all these women in the United States? Bueller? Not quality guy. Don't. Tonight's conversation, it is definitely problematic. And what makes it worse is the fact that there's so many women that will go and take advice from them. They're not here to help nobody. They're here to keep this show going, in my opinion. I'm telling you, they want to keep this show going. They make it hand over fist. That is a whole room full of women with a few men. But it got to be at least 500 people in this particular room. And then all the merchandise that they sell and the seats are all different prices. Trust me, they make it hand over fist. Then these viral clips and everything. Ace is doing well. So they make it seem like now Kitty is all Bible, all the Lord, which is fine. But can you just give the advice? You just say you can say the Lord says, and then give the daggone advice. Because child, all this with everyone does not follow Christianity. So stop. If that's what you do, then that's what you do. That little girl trying to find herself. She's one that needs to go to the wife school or go to Maggie or go to Lou Casely. Because being out here listening to these heifers, she gonna end up like those heifers. And she gonna be doing an interview like Melissa Ford, of which we might get to this weekend, where she talking about her best friend is her fucking cat, you dumb bitch. That shit sounds crazy, but I digress on her.
Listen, baby, just listen to me, honey. Come here. Y'all hold on for a second. It don't matter what a person says, it matters what they model. Pay attention to what it is that they're modeling. And don't be no fool, honey. As soon as he told you that, move on. Stop connecting. Don't make foolish decisions, baby. The Bible tells us about being a fool, honey. Please read Proverbs, baby. Okay.
Good, man.
Hey, listen, I just want to get this one sentence in because I heard something that I don't agree with. Intention has no age. You understand what I'm saying? If you know what's on your heart and you know exactly what you want, exactly like she said, you model in that image. There's a man out here getting...
Exactly. She knows what she wants to do. Don't listen to these heifers.
...himself together to be your husband. It ain't that nigga you talking to right now. I can assure you that.
Exactly.
Can I ask one more question? Just a supportive question. All right. There is something you do like about this man, right? So give me one thing that you really like about this man.
That you got up here and use your question for. So that's what we want to talk about.
There she go.
And listen, hold on. Everybody look to your left and right, say, shh. This is not just for you. This is for people in the room. If you struggle to find why you are here, but it's so easy for you to know why you need to leave, you can riddle off the things that you're not getting, that you don't like, and it goes further and further. Your intuition is telling you, it's alarming you. And what I need you to do is, I need you to listen to it. Be moved by it. All right? Be moved by that intuition because it's leading you to something greater. Everybody clap it up. And guess what? That's been another episode of tonight's conversation.
Lord have mercy. Ace always got to end like he just said something. He ain't say shit. The dude that said the right stuff is that a dude before him and then the Neanderthal guy. That woman, that young lady, let me say that young lady would not have brought up marriage if she wasn't interested in marriage. And she thinks that that's the person she's supposed to be with. Let that man go. Free your people, child. And go ahead and find who, or seek, find, wait, look, whatever she do, whoever it really is, it's not that dude. It is definitely not that dude. That sounds crazy. All that sounds crazy. All of that sounds crazy. He's not going to change. People sitting around here waiting for grown people to change. It's never going to happen. Katania's mama said, I've been to 8 different countries and lived in 2 different countries. Women are pretty much the same around the world. Absolutely. Pretty much the daggone same. Just people around here just running off at the mouth. I see I ain't get no answer to my fucking question though. Like, don't play games with me. And we're not going to sit here and just say arbitrary shit without no proof and ain't done no research and ain't been no damn where about fucking women. I mean, I'll talk about them all I want to, but at the end of the daggone day, you're not going to tell me that this little girl is a freaking 304. She's not. She's not. So again, if you hate women, then fucking hate women. Take that shit somewhere else. I'm the only one hating around here, and I don't even hate you, heifers, because I equally dislike everyone. Moving on, child. Moving on. What is this one? I don't even know. What is this one? I can't even see it, but it's another one. So shout out to another tonight's conversation. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, heifer.
I'm hurt, but I'm not angry. So, we broke up. And he doesn't want to be friends, as though I did something to him.
Hold on. Whoa. So you want to continue to be friends after you broke up with him, after someone sent you a picture or a video of him getting...
Because they've been together for 11 years and you still care about him. But you just don't want him in that setting, right?
Hold on, but let me... Okay.
We have a son together.
Okay. That makes it deep. But let's talk about this. In this dynamic, Kitty, when we're talking about closure, it's my belief that sometimes people try to remain friends because they don't know how to close doors.
I'm hurt, but I'm not angry. So, we broke up. And he doesn't want to be friends, as though I did something to him.
Hold on. Whoa.
So this is definitely an excerpt that I really can't tell what the hell they talking about, except they broke up and she want to be friends and they got kids. What is...
So you want to continue to be friends after you broke up with him, after someone sent you a picture or a video of him getting...
Because they've been together for 11 years and you still care about him. But you just don't want him in that setting, right?
Hold on, but let me... Okay.
We have a son together.
That makes it deep. But...
All right, I don't understand this one. I'm passing. I'm moving on. Let's go to the next one, child. That was a straight in the middle of the conversation excerpt. They shouldn't have done that. This one is, child, I don't know what it says. Build a man. Why is it that we can build you up? Oh, Lord.
Why is it that we can build up a man, stick with that nigga when he ain't got, or we deal with his emotionally unavailable, and then when you finally get it together, y'all go to the next woman. We build y'all up for the next woman.
First of all, Trio, do you think it's valid or what?
Yes, but I also think that some women are the stepping stool for us to get to a better woman. I do. I think. She asked, you said I had him when he was broke down and he was emotionally unavailable and he was a terrible person and he wasn't open to da-da-da-da. You got to ask yourself, why was that type of man having access to you to begin with? You're not as healed as you think you are. Y'all are actually equal. And then he learned what he needed to learn from you and moved on to a woman that actually deserved that healed version of him.
But a lot of times what happens is when a man has you go through those trials with him, all of that pain and anguish with him, when he grows into become a better person, you constantly remind him of who he used to be. And he's not going to know how to come back and love you correctly because he has to face himself through the wounds he left you with. I have a poem where I say, women shouldn't have to be casualties to the growth of men because after all them years getting used, y'all look for love and comfort in the same arms that you left beaten down and emotionally bruised. Y'all change us so much.
That's the response.
That by the time that we have changed into this woman who now has trust issues, this woman now has insecurities, this woman now has bitterness, we are left with all these bruises and all of this baggage that we have transformed into through years of going through that with you. You can't even look at us no more. So it's like, I've changed and I'm sorry for what I did, but you remind me of that season of my life and I am done here. So instead of being responsible for going through this healing journey with you for what I put you through, I'm gonna move on to this woman that doesn't have to heal from me because she ain't have to experience that version of me.
Okay, one more thing. Or sometimes
here he go.
The reason I was able to grow after you is because I couldn't grow with you. And sometimes some women refuse to believe that you were the cause of my stunted growth.
How is it that we can build?
All right, I don't know what none of these people just said. Not much of it made any sense. But I'm gonna let it go ahead and start again and then talk to it because I just heard a bunch of gobbledygook. I'm sorry, y'all. I just heard a bunch of people just saying shit. Katania's mama said, I'm still good friends with my exes. I went to their weddings even. Everybody can't do it. Night Jade said the same thing with her ex and her current husband. Some people think that's weird. A lot of people can't handle it. But especially if you have children, I think that's how it should be. Nobody said we had to go to each other's weddings, but child, people need to be cordial. Because in my opinion, that shows whether you can handle conflict resolution type shit. I'm telling you, people are like programmed to be like, oh, you gotta hate each other. Everybody gotta hate each other. Nobody got time to be hating each other all damn time. That's too much energy in that shit. Too much energy. How come it just can't be, it didn't work out, we not together no more, you're with that person, we can be cordial when we see each other. We ain't got to be spending nights together. We don't have to be taking vacations together, but it doesn't have to be a hate relationship. It does not have to be a hate relationship. I couldn't do it only if I had kids. If you can do it without kids, that's fine. But it's definitely the reason to do it is because there are kids involved. But we already know most of the time, ain't nobody trying to do it because somebody is pissed about the other person, blah, 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 blah. Even after they move on. They still got something to say. But this one talking about after you build them up. So wait, you building up somebody and then they leaving you. What is the build up? What were you doing?
How is it that we can build up a man?
Hold on. What's wrong with this thing?
How is it that we can build up a man, stick with that nigga when he ain't got, or
okay, she said build up a man, okay? Be with that ninja when he ain't got shit. Well, ma'am. Well, hey. It sounds like you made a choice. Now, didn't I say you should be dating on your same level? Why are you building up a man that ain't got shit, Bueller? Is the person that she talking about, was he like that dude that we just found out, unfortunately, rest in peace to that girl, took his baby mama out who's about to have his baby? Why is she building up a man, this alleged intelligent woman? I'm going to go ahead and assume she's intelligent. Why is she building up men that ain't got nothing? Why are you dealing with a man that doesn't have anything? Why are you messing with a man that has nothing? These people choose to be in these situations. You don't want to hear that part. You chose him, sis. That is the truth. Listen to it.
How is it that we can build up a man, stick with that nigga when he ain't got?
Oh, any a nigga. Okay, you heard that. I mean, they bleeped it out. This nigga when he ain't got shit.
Or we deal with his emotionally unavailable. And
we deal with his emotionally unavailable ass. Why are you dealing with him? This is the choice that you make. What are we talking about right now? You, as a grown, smart, independent woman, said, yeah, that's that nigga. Pretty hair and bow legs. And you stuck with him. Okay, you wanted to build him up. He's built. Now he's going to find somebody else. That's what you get for trying to build somebody. That's a you problem and your fault.
Then when you finally get it together, y'all go to the next woman. We build y'all up. for the next woman.
Listen to all the crowd. So they all out there building men. So they all out there dealing with people that ain't got shit. Why would you need to build someone that already has? Because it looked like she allegedly has something, right? She don't look like she downtrodden or whatever. So why wouldn't you get somebody that's on your level? Child, I know. I'm just asking dumb questions. I'm sorry.
First of all, Trio, do you think it's valid or what?
Yes, but I also think that some women are the stepping stool for us to get to a better woman. I do.
Yeah, well, there's your answer. Is that true, gentlemen? Sassy straights? Is that true? Oh, well, Mark said you ain't building shit, so okay, I guess not. Derwin, not she the pit crew like at NASCAR. Goodbye, sir. Is that what y'all do? Y'all be allowing these people to build you up? Hey, Straight Panther. And then you go and move on to the next woman after she done did all the work. Y'all ain't building shit. According to her, that's not true. Girls say, why is that? They can't go 50-50 in a scenario that's not divorce. I don't know. Oh, no. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. I can't with y'all.
I do. I think.
Ooh, child. Look at this face. Do I need to get it? Hold on. I might need that for future. Look at this ugly ass face. I said that. Wow. Can Kendra Gilliams relate? Is that what that face is about? Is that what that face is about? I need someone to build me up so I can leave. Is that what y'all do? Oh, no. Is that what it is? Y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to stop doing this. This ain't right. This ain't right.
She asked. You said I had him when he was broke down and he was emotionally unavailable and he was a terrible person and he wasn't open to da-da-da-da-da. You got to ask yourself, why was that type of man having access to you to begin with?
He is absolutely right. He is absolutely right. You put yourself in these damn positions. Imagine if you're a man and then you're at what? No. Let me rephrase. Let me take that back. If I'm a woman, and I am, but just say that I'm out here and I'm making $150,000 a year, and then I went and found a man that makes $50,000. Now, does that make sense? Child, does that make sense? What in the world? Yeah, I'm gonna need these people to understand that wherever it is that you work is typically where people who are gonna make the same amount of money as you do. So that means they're probably more on your level. Because it's always gonna be, or like she said, if I'm at 150 and the dude is broke, what would so I should take care of him? Basically, is what she's doing. And then gets mad when he leaves, when he gets to $50,000 and he goes and finds a woman at $50,000. Well, of course that's what he's gonna do, because your ass is probably telling him what to do with that attitude. She's probably telling him what to do at all times, how to do it, when to do it, and how many times to do it. So yeah, he gonna leave. And he probably gonna go to somebody that probably make less than his $50,000 at the end of the day. I'm just saying, if I'm at 150 and he's at 50, the odds are I'm going to tell him what to do. Does that make sense? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm going to be like, you got to do this, you got to do that, because you ain't making enough. And we've seen it in, well, I don't know if y'all seen it, but that's how most of Tyler Perry movies are, or movies that are similar to his and TV shows like that. The woman that makes all the money is always telling the man what to do, when to do it and how to do it. You ain't got shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have time for all that. So that ain't gonna work. So why waste my time? And it doesn't make sense. These people always talking about equally yoked, and then they go yoke with somebody that ain't got shit. So y'all be ill woking yourselves, yoking yourselves on purpose. Then she getting up here with all this attitude. Ma'am, you supposed to be smart. You fucked this up. You chose a nigga that ain't have shit. So now that he found a way to come up and have shit, he gonna go with somebody that's gonna treat him better than you do. because they don't want to say that, because I'm gonna go out on a limb, because I'm just playing the scenario in my head, y'all. I'm playing the scenario in my head. If I make 150 and I'm messing with a nigga that makes $50,000, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a problem. And then once he comes up, he probably will leave, because he's gonna be like, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to, but I'll go find a bitch that, now if I'm making 85 and she make 35, and she ain't gonna be doing that. I'm just saying. That's crazy. But she got all this chutzpah or whatever you call it. She don't talk about that part. Trill is absolutely right.
You're not as healed as you think you are.
Exactly. So if how many times this happened? That would be a good question to ask her. So how many times has this happened to you? Because you over here messing around with men that ain't got shit. Well, it looks like you allegedly probably had shit. So where's your self-esteem at that you going around dealing with men that ain't got shit?
Y'all are actually equal. And then he learned what he needed to learn from you and moved on to a woman that actually deserved that healed version of him.
Exactly. Maybe I missed it the last time. This is what I'm saying. Yes. She's gonna treat him. This is the same difference of the scenario with dealing with a man in prison, in my opinion, is that you know where he's at. You can see him, and maybe you think nobody else can see him, and you know when he's getting out, and you taking care of him, you putting money on his books, you conjugaling it up, and you doing all these things, and then he come out, and he gonna stay with you for a minute, but there's also some other woman, then he moves on, then you feel like you've been used. Well, first of all, why the hell are you dealing with a dude in prison? If you're not one of the poor, shout out to the poors. If you're not one of the poors, why are you dealing with a man in prison that you wasn't dealing with before he went into prison? Anyway. So no one would date or marry a teacher, which most make 50,000 range. What are you talking about? Would you? The question is for you. I said I'm making 150. I said I'm making 150. I don't give a damn who it is. It's not going to work. I don't have time to be telling people what to do. That's not where I'm at in life. No. Then go build them up to make. Then go build them up to make 100,000. Then gonna go to somebody else. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Come on, heifer. Sheesh.
A lot of times what happens is when a man has you go through those trials with him, all of that pain and anguish with him, when he grows into become a better person, you constantly remind him of who he used to be. And he's not going to know.
Hold on. This girl get on my nerves. Hold on. Let me rewind it. I can't stand her voice sometimes. All right.
And moved on to a woman that actually deserved.
Look at her. All right, boobs. She got boobs for days, child. She cute, right? She 30 some odd years old. Anybody interested? Bueller. But you gotta make some money, child. She available.
That healed version of him.
But a lot of times what happens is when a man has you go through those trials with him, all of that pain and anguish with him.
Did you hear what she said? She says the man makes you go through all those trials and tribulations with him. So who makes women, let alone black women, do anything they don't want to do? Bueller? Who? I make 30K a year. I need you, Messy. No, you don't. You definitely don't. 30 is under the 50. Hell no. I think that's what my first child made when she got her first real job. It was like 30,000 in customer service. No, that's children's salary to me. That's just me. Okay. Call me what you want. I don't care. That's not where I'm at. No, it's not going to work. Unless you want me to tell you what to do. No, it's not going to work. Shout out to RBN. He said, I've been in relationships with women who make more than me. Not one of them have made any attempts to little boy me. I can't relate. Was the difference 150 and 50? Was that the difference? Or was it just, because there's times that I've made more. There's times that he's made more. It has fluctuated and gone back and forth over the years. I'm not talking about anything like that. This woman said he made nothing. That's a difference. And it's different when it's a woman to a man and he don't make nothing and she making, and like I'm just using this number, $150,000. There's a difference. There's a difference. Why are you not with any of them? That's a good question. Good question. Why are you not with any of them, RBM? They had to be black. That's your fave. I'm just saying. This is crazy. This hold on. Katanya's mama said she looks too masculine. She definitely is that. She definitely is that. But that's her personality. That's her personality, right? I just see her. I just can see her being a person that's going to tell a dude what to do and when to do it, especially now that she's been left. She's the one that picked him and sat there and dealt with it. But this girl talking, Dreadhead, is going to sit up here and try to act like she was used. She was used.
But a lot of times what happens is when a man has you go through those trials with him, all of that pain and anguish with him.
All that pain and that anguish with him. You know that you don't have to be in relationships that are just pain and anguish. I don't know if people know that or not. I'm not saying that there's not trials and tribulations, but child, these people, pain, anguish. I ain't never used those words before. Oh, when I was pregnant, though, that was pain and that was anguish. That definitely was. Kids, woo! Kids will test your gangster.
When he grows and to become a better person, you constantly remind him of who he used to be. And he's...
Oh, so you remind him of who he used to be and he don't want to see that broke ninja no more. So now it's time to move on. All right.
He's not going to know how to come back and love you correctly because he has to face himself through the wounds he left you with.
He has to face himself through the wounds he left you with. What is she talking about, Bueller? He has to face you with the wounds that he left you with. Why does he have to face that? He don't. He moving on. He don't have to face none of that. Are y'all facing wounds, gentlemen? Bueller. Are y'all facing the wounds? Are y'all feeling like you got to look back and you feel some kind of way about the man you used to be so you don't want to see her anymore? Child, she just saying shit. Child, she's just saying shit. These people are good for nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. These people are good for keeping people separated. Exactly. Girl, what is she talking about? Child, what is she talking about? She just saying shit. She's just out here talking.
I have a poem where I say, women shouldn't have to be casualties to the growth of men because after all them years getting used, y'all look for love and comfort in the same arms that you left beaten down and emotionally bruised. Y'all,
child, she out here making us. She's a poet and she don't even know it.
Y'all change us so much.
That's the response.
That by the time.
No, that's the response I agree with. So y'all think that this woman here, if she making 150 dealing with a man that came up to 50,000, you think she not telling him what to do? How to do it, when to do it? Stroke here, stroke there. Let me get on top. I can hear it now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Listen to it. That's that response I was looking for. Why are you coming here looking for a specific response? Because you just want somebody to agree with your ass. This girl ain't saying shit. I wrote a poem
that you left beaten down and emotionally bruised. Y'all change us so much.
That's the response.
That by the time
y'all change us so much, you sassy straights. Y'all change us so much.
I mean, we have changed into this woman who now has trust issues. This woman now has insecurities. This woman now has bitterness. We are left with all.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed it. Hold on. This is all y'all's fault.
By the time that we have changed into this woman who now has trust issues.
Trust issues, y'all's fault.
This woman now has insecurities.
Insecurities, y'all's fault.
This woman now has bitterness.
Bitterness, y'all's fault.
We're left with all these bruises and all of this baggage.
All these bruises and baggages, y'all's fault.
That we have transformed into through years of going through that with you. You can't even look at us no more.
Now we've been going through all this shit for years. Y'all's fault. Like I said, it's always Jermaine's fault, you sassy straights. She done turned that away, and now there's the woman. That's the answer I was looking for. That's the answer I was looking for. Child.
So it's like I've changed and I'm sorry for what I did, but you remind me of that season of my life and I am done here. So
now it's because of that was a season in my life and now I'm done here.
Instead of being responsible for going through this healing journey with you, for what I put you
through, for going through this healing journey with you, yo, why are y'all going through these healing journeys with these people that you are not married to? Hello, Bueller. So you telling me that you heifers will go through all this and then turn bitter and brazen and whatever the fuck ever for somebody that you not even married to? You ain't even got no solid ass commitment enough to go through all that. What are we talking about right now? You just going through it just because you ain't got nothing else better to do? There was no plan in place. Now you're bitter and it's his fault? No, it's your fault because you over here building up somebody that ain't have shit. You knew they didn't have shit. And now you're expecting some shit of which I promise you they didn't discuss. I promise you there was no discussion. Like the little girl that we first started with who said she wants to be married. And now this one sitting up here talking about, oh, we build a man up. We build a man up. Now we bitter. Girl, goodbye. I can't do this. These biatches is wild.
I'm gonna move on to this woman that doesn't have to heal from me. Cause she ain't
I'm gonna move on to a woman. Is this what y'all think? I'm gonna move on to a woman that doesn't have to heal from me. That's what y'all sit around saying. I'm gonna move along to a woman that doesn't have to heal from me. I don't want to be with her because I've already healed myself and I don't want to be around her anymore. Don't nobody talk like this.
Have to experience that version of me.
Okay, one more thing. Or sometimes
here he go.
The reason I was able to grow after you is because I couldn't grow with you. And sometimes some women refuse to believe that you were the cause of my stunted growth.
Now you are the cause of my stunted growth, child. He just be out here saying shit. Ace just, why he always got to end? I mean, I guess it is his show, but child, I just be like, child, let that other person in that segment, here you come saying some bullshit after her bullshit, and it's all bullshit. That lady was just trying to get somebody to agree with her ass. She got what she wanted. Now it's going to be, this is what all ninjas do. This is what all ninjas do. You made the choice to try to bring him up or whatever the hell it is that she called it. He ain't have shit. You dealing with people that don't have shit. Goodbye. I can't do it. Float on though, because we like it for this purpose. Shout out to RBN. Thank you so much. Boo, he said, yes, they were black and I did marry one of them and my wife moved into my house. Oh, I know they was black. That's what I do know. And my wife moved into my house and her income did not go towards the care of the home because it was already handled. I made 57 at the time and she made 115. Well, y'all always be finding these daggone women. That's what Trinidad does too. Finds all these women that make more money than him. Look at all this. See the sister. I mean, everybody divorced though, so I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad or not. I'm just saying. So you can find these people. Look at that. Y'all need to Trent and RBN need to put a what is it called? A course together. How to meet women that make more money than we do. Help your people, child. Help your people. Shout out to RBN. Shout out to Kofi. He said I wrote a song about it. Here it go. Now wash, rinse, repeat. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you, hon. RBN says most people be on social media lying about what they won't do or date. Hence the reason that this show is so good from the perspective of it shows and proves that people be lying. People be lying. We already know. And again, there's no settling. Well, what the hell would they, what do 80% of them say in this case? It would be settling. Did you hear anybody saying to her that she was settling? Nope. Did you hear anybody boo her? Nope. They was just like, oh, Oh, poor thing. And then when they heard something they wanted to hear, then they started cheering. Ah, yes, sis! It's all bullshit. I'm telling you. Bunch of bullshit. Moving on, child. Moving on. All right, let's see. How many more do I have? Oh, yeah, I got to get that heifer, this heifer. All right, I might do that too. All right. Let me go over here to this heifer. I don't know what the story is, so let's just listen to her. Hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new.
I'm 28 and I have one child. I'm a Christian woman and I have not had sex in over a year. And I'm now saving myself for marriage. The response I get from men is, you already have a child. My generation of Christian men in the dating realm has P in it. Should I date older or what should I do?
You should date men that are Christ-like. A person can advertise themselves as Christian all day. You can go to church and do all that. Christ-like people don't think like that because they understand why you're doing the things that you do. They understand the reason why you're making this decision. And they're not going to minimize you because you have a child.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people are under the assumption that just because you was dumb yesterday, that means you got to be dumb today. That's not realistic. If I wake up today and I got more information than I had before, I'm more mature than I had before, I know my boundaries, I know myself, this new set of rules is going to apply. And you can't feel guilty for implementing new sets of rules. And you said, just like you said, how can I gain a man? You got to gain a man that's mature. I think that's first things first. There's a lot of men under the assumption that, you gave him with little to no effort, so I should be able to get the same way. Yeah, but I wasn't in the same mindset then that I am now. I know more now than I knew then. If we was all held to decisions we made when we was ignorant, if we had to live based on that for the rest of our lives, it wouldn't be a life worth living. So I'm gonna say this, you gotta be unapologetic in your new boundaries with new information, and whoever don't get it, don't belong there.
Listen, the world would be a better place if all men decided that if you don't really want her, you just left her the fuck alone. If you don't want a woman that's abstinent, don't date a woman that's abstinent. If you don't want a woman with a kid, don't date a woman with a kid. If her standards is too high for you, date somebody else. But what do? Instead of doing that, see, it's two options. You can either raise the occasion or you can try to play her standards, erode her morals, make her think that she need to discount her heart. You up there negotiating with a woman instead of listen, find somebody that's right for you. Because there's a woman down the street that's with no problem. But yet you want her? And ladies, be careful about men that bark at your standards but still want to entertain you. Because to you, you are a challenge. The reason he don't want that girl down the street that's popping that is because you ain't. And he want to convince you to do that little thing that you normally don't do for other men, for him. Watch out for men that use you as ego boost. If you don't want her, it's very simple. Leave her the
alone.
Anybody else?
Child, you're lucky I'm not up to have the Price is Wrong button. I can't. I know heifers is gonna listen to me and say, she just black male identified. You just black male identified. Nah, I just like to call out bullshit when I hear it because he didn't mention no bit of accountability for self. And until they start acknowledging that and pointing that out, they can all miss me with this bullshit. So you biatches want to continue to allow a man to determine what you gonna do or how you gonna feel. Because if she really on her square, shout out to Anton, then she shouldn't be worried about a man that thinks that it's an issue that she want to be a re-virginized woman after child. Is there a term for that? She want to be a re-virginized woman after a child. Child, if that's what you want to do, then do it. Why are you coming up here asking these questions? Because it's bothering her. Because she gonna cave, allegedly. She gonna cave. And then she gonna turn around saying it's some sassy straight's fault that she caved. You either are down with it or you're not. That's it. You ain't even have to come up here and ask these people that question. She ain't even firm on her own standard, honestly. That's what I'm hearing. You're not even firm on your own damn standards. If that's what you want, and you ain't even got to be carrying on about I'm Christian. Anybody can be Christian, y'all. Let's be honest. If you accept the Lord Jesus Christ into your life, you're a Christian, right? That's fine, child. You can do that. Then go to church and go to the singles night and talk to those people. How about that? That's an option. But no, you up here as a Christian on tonight's conversation trying to get empathy and sympathy from people who you don't know, who have no credentials, about your re-virginized self after child. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Re-virginized after child. Since you can have a vaginal birth after a cesarean, you're re-virginized after a child. So if somebody doesn't accept that, then who cares? Because if you believe in your conviction there, it shouldn't matter. But the problem is that you feel in some kind of way because there's so many people that are saying, yeah, nah, sis, I'm good. And that's the problem. She getting into a space where not too many, but a lot of people are saying that to her. That's why she brought it up here. So she allegedly, in my mind, she's thinking about changing her standard here, quote unquote, her standard. That's what I'm thinking. But let's hear it again, child. Let's hear it again.
I'm 28 and I have one child. I'm a Christian woman and I have not had sex in over a year.
Look at that. She ain't had sex in over a year. Congratulations. Don't be trying to get that woman to change herself.
And I'm now saving myself for marriage.
She's now saving herself for marriage. Kay, that's exactly why. That's exactly why. That's what I'm saying. So what she's about to waver off of this. She's definitely thinking about wavering off of it because if she was really committed to it, she wouldn't give a damn about the men that aren't trying to hear it. She just move on and that be that. I'm telling you. She's saving herself for marriage. Anybody interested, Bueller? She re-virginized after child. That's a good thing.
The response I get from men is, you already have a child. My generation of Christian men in the dating realm has pee in it.
Let's make sure we get on here and talk about what it is that you're not getting and then insult the same people that you're looking for, because that always works out so well. Everybody always got to talk about there's pee in this and pee in that. There's a lot of peeing going on around here.
Should I date older or what should I do?
What is dating older going to change, Bueller? Ma'am, what, like seriously? So the answer to her question was to date older. What does one have to do with the other? So what, older men don't want to fuck? What are we talking about? No, you should be dating in your church. You should be dating at the church meets, the singles night, the prayer service, the Bible study. That's where you should be. Nobody said that now, did they? Was Kitty up there? How come nobody said that? How come nobody offered her that? How come that wasn't an option and a choice? But yet again, it's always got to be you sassy straights' fault. This is your choice, ma'am. These are your choices. Guess you just got to try a little harder to find what it is that you're looking for.
You should date men that are Christ-like. A person can advertise themselves as Christian all day. You can go to church and do all that. Christ-like people don't think like that because they understand why you're doing the things that you do. They understand the reason why you're making this decision.
So basically, she's saying the same thing. You need to go to the church and talk to the people in the church. If they're older, younger, if they're the same age, it shouldn't matter. That's where you should be having no pushback whatsoever because they're Christian too. How come that's not an option? How come she didn't think about that? If she a Christian, y'all, how come she didn't think that, Bueller? Girl, you just out here saying shit.
And it's not, they're not going to minimize you because you have a child.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people are under the assumption that just because you was dumb yesterday, that means you got to be dumb today.
Well, there's a lot of people that are still dumb. They was dumb yesterday, they dumb next week, and they dumb a month from now. Dummism all 2026.
That's not realistic. If I wake up today and I got more information than I had before, I'm more mature than I had before, I know my boundaries, I know myself, this new set of rules is going to apply, and you can't feel guilty for implementing new sets of rules. And you said, just like you said, how can I gain a man? You got to gain a man that's mature. I think that's first things first. There's a lot of men under the assumption that, nah, I mean, you gave him with little to no effort, so I should be able to get the same way. Yeah, but I wasn't in the same mindset then that I am now. I know more now than I knew then. If we was all held to decisions we made when we was ignorant, if we had to live based on that for the rest of our lives, it wouldn't be a life worth living. So I'm gonna say this: you got to be unapologetic in your new boundaries.
I agree, but she's not. That's why she up here asking this question.
With new information, and whoever don't get it, don't belong there.
Listen.
Simple enough. And yet the smartest can't. The smartest had to come to tonight's conversation to get that insight of information of her life. This is her life at the end of the day, and she don't even know it.
The world would be a better place if all men decided that if you don't really want her, you just left her the fuck alone.
Oh, the world would be better if men would just decide to leave women alone that they're not interested in, Bueller. Oh, look at how he turned that around on y'all yet again. I tell you. So that sounds like the woman bears no responsibility. The woman who can get pregnant, who determines whether she has sex or not. And a woman who decided to say that she's not going to have sex, but has a problem dealing with men who said that they don't want to deal with her if she's not having sex. The problem is y'all yet again. Shout out to the Sassy Straights. I tell you, y'all got all this power.
If you don't want a woman,
now she over here with this finger bobbing thing or whatever the hell that is. Girl, you want this. Why are you having a difficult time with your boundary? She got a problem. She having a time with her own boundary. Coming to tonight's conversation. Woo! Now Ace blames y'all, and now she doing the finger looking good thing.
Woman that's abstinent, don't date a woman that's abstinent. If you don't want a woman with a kid, don't date a woman with a kid.
Remember this, y'all. If you don't want to date a woman with a kid, don't date a woman with a kid. Now, you heard it. No single moms. There should be no more questions about it because Ace said, you heard it. Ace said, if you don't want to deal with a woman with a child, then don't deal with a woman with a child. If you don't want to deal with a woman that's abstinent, then don't deal with a woman that's abstinent. There you go.
If her standards is too high for you,
for you. If her standards is too high for you,
somebody else. But what do you do?
What is she clapping for? What is she clapping for? Ma'am, you looking crazy out here. You do know that you're an adult that can make your own decisions, right, Bueller? You do know that it is up to you on what it is that you allow and what you don't allow. What are you clapping for? You're not getting what you want. You came and asked this question. You're the one that looks crazy. I mean, I know the crowd don't think so, but you're the one that looks crazy. What are we talking about right now? Look at her.
Instead of doing that, see, it's two options. You can either raise the occasion, or
raise the occasion. What the hell that mean?
Or you can try to play her standards.
Or you could try to play her standards. You mean she's gonna play back?
Erode her morals. Make her think that she need to discount her heart.
Make her think, y'all. Make her. Y'all make her think. You hear me? Y'all make these women. This is all y'all's fault, you sassy straights.
You up there negotiating with a woman instead of listen, find somebody that's right for you. Cause there's
now you negotiating. How you negotiating? If she's firm on her square, there should be no negotiating, right? If she firm in it, there's no negotiation.
Woman down the street that's with no problem. But yet you want her? And ladies, be careful about men that bark at your standards but still want to entertain you. Because to you, you are a challenge.
To you, you are a challenge. So are y'all going to entertain these people then, is what you're saying? So you're going to entertain them. That's what I'm hearing.
The reason he don't want that girl down the street that's popping that is because you ain't. And he want to convince you to do that little thing that you normally don't do for other men, for him. Watch out for men to use you as ego boost. If you don't want her, it's very simple. Leave her the
Alone.
Anybody else?
Yo, what was that ending? What is he saying? Anybody, Bueller? Anybody understand? Negotiation equals arguing you down. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I mean, I was already exhausted, but he just exhausted me with that. These people give out the worst advice. These people give out the worst advice ever. Just say some shit that these people will be flicking their bics to. That's all it is. I can't do it. One last one and I'm done. I'm going to bed. It's Friday tomorrow. Shout out to Juneteenth. We have a Juneteenth show tomorrow afternoon. Be there or be square. I'm thinking about 2 or 3 o'clock. Get it done early, but early enough to have the evening. Hit the like button for me if you haven't subscribed if you are new. Here's one more, and then we out of here.
I have my ex's entire livelihood in my possession. How long do I keep it before I sell his shit? He was a chef, and he left with no explanation.
How long he been gone?
30 days ago.
30 days ago?
He moved. He took a U-Haul and went out of state. No explanation. I think he had a midlife crisis. It had nothing to do with the relationship. The relationship was healthy. He left with half our business.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he contacted me yesterday and asked if he can come next week to get his stuff. I texted him back. I kept it, my emotions out of it. I told him, look, we need to work out the finances and separate our stuff, bring back the work van, the umbrella, the Blackstone, the stuff, and then you can get your personal belongings. Then he ghosted me again. So now I just have all his entire livelihood. I have my ex's entire livelihood in my...
All right, these shorts are now they just looking stupid. So you got his whole livelihood, so it sounds like he's a chef. So you want to get rid of his stuff because he ghosted you. I don't know. I got to listen to this again. I don't get it.
I have my ex's entire livelihood in my possession. How long do I keep it before I sell his shit? He was a chef, and he left with no explanation.
All right, he just left with no explanation. Now, who believes that? Now, who believes he just left with no explanation? So there was no clue. There was nothing wrong. He just got up one day and said, you know what? I think I'm going to go to California from Pennsylvania. I'm out of here. Bye. And that was it. Did he break up with you on a Post-it too? Girl, something is missing.
How long he been gone?
30 days ago.
30 days ago?
He moved. He took a U-Haul and went out of state. No explanation.
Oh, that could be right. He went to California.
And I think he had a midlife crisis.
Oh, so you really don't know? You just assuming?
It had nothing to do with the relationship. The relationship was healthy. He left.
It had nothing to do with the relationship, y'all. The relationship was healthy. Have y'all ever got up, moved all your shit from a healthy relationship, Bueller? Have y'all ever went out, got a U-Haul, came back to the crib, removed all your stuff, and moved out of state when you had a healthy relationship? Bueller. Now he went to get milk. He went on a milk run. Something don't sound right.
Left with half our business.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he contacted me yesterday and asked if he can come next week to get his stuff. I texted him back. I kept it, my emotions out of it. I told him, look, we need to work out the finances and separate our stuff, bring back the work van, the umbrella, the Blackstone, the stuff, and then you can get your personal belongings. Then he ghosted me again. So now I just have all...
How did he ghost you again if that was just yesterday? It's only the next damn day. Girl.
All his entire livelihood. I have my ex's entire livelihood in my...
Oh, okay. All right. Starting over again. Well, I don't think that great relationships get people to pull up with a U-Haul and clean everything out and move on. That's just me, but, maybe some others is different. And as far as the stuff like Reed Rock said, I'd have said the same thing. You can have that shit. It all can be gotten again and kept it moving. So maybe he's trying to come back. Maybe he's trying to come back and she just might allow it to. She feeling some kind of way. It's been 30 days. Years gone 30 days ago. I kept my emotions out of it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And they're even more into it now than they was before. Girl, tell it to the mountain. You can tell by her look too and her demeanor. Girl, let it go. Let that man move on. And why would you want him back, honestly? And I know she didn't say that she wanted him back. She's trying to ask them what she should do with the stuff. Give it back to him. Why are you holding him hostage? Okay, he did take some of the business, so I guess I do understand if they were open up a business together. But this is yet another reason for romantic relationships, especially if you're not married, that you don't go into those type of businesses together. And if you do go into business together, you better have an ironclad freaking contract or breakdown of what belongs to whom, when, where, and how, and why. Pretty sure they probably don't do it. I'm sorry, that they probably didn't do it. Because people don't be thinking that way. We're going to live together forever. We're going to become rich. Not sharing credit with someone where we don't share the same last name. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't disagree about that. Yeah, agree. But I still think it would be, at this point, if he just left, and I'm going to just go ahead and say on a post-it, broke up with her on a post-it, I wouldn't get back with him either. How desperate are you? And I wouldn't be going back to get my shit. Fuck that. I'll go get more shit. I don't need you. I ain't got to beg you. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. Everybody. He left his prized possessions just to avoid her. Oh, no. She needs to contact an actual attorney and not these folks. They never going to do that. That's crazy. You're absolutely right. That's absolutely what they need to do. They won't. She won't. This is crazy. All these crazy ass stories been crazy though. Shout out to tonight's conversation. When there's nothing else going on, there's always a tonight's conversation that's a mess.com and can make everything better. Now he probably got tired of her bullshit and went ghost. Wow. That could be though. That could be though. Anyway, child. That's it. That's all, y'all. I got to get ready to go to bed so I can get up and get back to normal. Shout out to all of y'all that came through. Shout out to RBN Street sponsor. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. Be on the lookout. I got something to do tomorrow. I forget what. But yeah, I'm thinking about 2 or 3 o'clock. All right. EST. So hopefully y'all will come back. I appreciate you. Again, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Hype this daggone video. I'll see you all in the next one.